The sophomore release of As They Lay Dying on Metal Blade Records, entitled Shadows Are Security, was a statement in the band's career. It was to let fans know that this band was going to be around for a while, and they did just that. What's up, metalheads? Lord Metal Blade here, and welcome back once again to Lord Metal Reviews. In the last episode, I talked about Spider-Man No Way Home, and in this episode, I am back talking about metal once again, and I'm going to be talking about, of course, this album right here, Shadows Are Security by As They Lay Dying. This was released in 2005 on Metal Blade Records. Now, this really wasn't their third on Metal Blade Records overall. Their first album, Beneath the Encasing of Ashes, was released way back in 2001, and their first album on Metal Blade Records, entitled Frail Words Collapse. Now, this is the first time ever that I'm really talking about this band, and I'm really glad that I did, because As They Lay Dying is a band that really means a lot to me. I first got into them way back in 2008 when An Ocean Between Us came out. I might do that one another day, but my brother-in-law, I was down in LA with my dad, my sister, and her now husband. He put on An Ocean Between Us, and I was really blown away because that was the first time I was really getting into more of the extremeness. I really, if people would consider As They Lay Dying extreme metal, metalcore would be the proper term, but I was really impressed by this band, and I'm really surprised I haven't listened to this album up to this point. You know, An Ocean Between Us came out, and then The Powerless Rise, and then excuse me, Awakened, and so on. But I'm not really here to talk about controversy and drama about the band. I'm here to talk about the music itself. I just listened to this one, and I'm really blown away by this, because I don't know why I haven't listened to this album, because the whole way through, I'm just banging my head, you know, doing air guitar and stuff like that, you know. Called it childish, but that's what, you know, metalheads do. But Tim's vocals on this record are really raw, and you can definitely tell there's been progression in the band throughout their career. But up until this point, An Ocean Between Us was my favorite record. But now that I've listened to Shadows of Security, it's in the running for my favorite album now. I'm really saying that because I listened Through the Darkest Nights is probably my favorite, Through Struggle probably being my second, and probably one of their most popular songs. Now, this was before Josh Gilbert joined the band. He joined during An Ocean Between Us. Clint Norris was on bass and clean vocals, and he did a really good job here. And this was with, of course, Nick Hip on guitar, Phil Segroso on guitar, and Jordan Mancino, if I'm saying that right, on drums. Now, the boys really outdid themselves on this record, and this is, like I said, this is their second album on a major label, and like I said, I don't know why I haven't listened to this record. I've listened to a few snippets here and there, but not completely through, and I'm honestly willing to say that this record right here is going to be my favorite metal album of all time. Not, like, number one favorite, one of my favorite metal records, because I know there's not a lot of fans of this band, and I know a lot of people don't like the metalcore genre, but this record was a staple in their career to let fans know that As They Lay Dying was going to be around for a while. Now, of course, back when this album came out, I was like, what, maybe 10 years old. I really wasn't into metal or anything like that. You know, I listened to a few bands here and there, but I really wasn't into metal or music as I am now. And honestly, if you're fans of like Killswitch Engage, War of Ages, those kind of bands, August Burns Red, then this record is for you. It's, you know, it's fast, it's, you know, it's got harmony, and it's got meaning. This album's got meaning, you know. Tim's vocals are great. Nick and Phil's guitars are great, you know. Now, when I look at the cleans on this record, Clint did a really good job, but, you know, like I said, Josh is probably my favorite between the two. And this was Clint's last record before his leave, and then Josh comes in. I really have to give him credit here because he was really giving it his all, not only through his singing, but through his bass work as well. Jordan's drumming is intense, but it's like when you listen to a record one time and then you listen to other stuff and then you come back, you're like, wow, I can come back to this record and it still sounds as heavy and aggressive as it did the first time I listened to it. And that's how I felt. And, yeah, that's basically it, because this album is one of those that I haven't listened to, and I really am kicking myself in the ass for not doing it sooner. This is still one band that I would really love to see, but, you know, just finding out that Nick Hippa left the band, which really upsets me, but, you know, I wish the best of him. I'm not going to be getting into any drama, like, and if those of you that are As I Lay Dying fans know what I'm talking about, I'm not getting into that, so I'm asking this, please refrain from putting stuff like that in my comment section, please, because I want to keep my comment section respectful. And now, like I said, if you do not like this band, that's completely your opinion. I respect that, but I love As I Lay Dying, and I always will. And, give this album a listen. Seriously, it, like I said, I don't know what I was doing not listening to this record before, but if you are a metalcore fan or a metal fan in general, give this album a chance. Because I guarantee you there's going to be at least one or two songs that you're going to like and you're going to think is catchy. Like, I'm going to recommend Through the Darkest Nights, my favorite off the record. Give that one a listen to, because Clint's vocals on that are incredible. I mean, like I said, when Josh Gilbert joined the band in 2007 for An Ocean Between Us, he's probably my favorite out of the band, but now that I'm going back, I'm giving Clint more credit now. This record, my God, it's just incredible. It's an incredible record, and I just wish I would have listened to it sooner. I wish I could have gotten into metal at a younger age. I wish I could have gotten into metal around the time this album came out, back in 2005. But hey, you know, whatever gets you into the music, whatever gets you into metal, whatever gets you listening to these bands is good enough. But like I said, this album just, it's phenomenal. It's amazing. Now, if I were to give this album a score, after much consideration, I honestly think the score is going to be a solid 9 out of 10. It's that good. Now, I'm not trying to give every single album or band or song I review a perfect score, but this is just like, As I Lay Dying's a band that means a lot to me, and they will continue to be a part of my life forever. I don't care what people say. I love As I Lay Dying. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the album. You know, thank you guys again so much for watching. You know, I love posting these review videos. It's taking a step away from the gaming part of the channel, but this is something I love doing, and metal is a type of music that I hope doesn't die. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Lord Metalblade, and as always, I will see you metalheads in the next video.